Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Missouri's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good.
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. So Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Crosses the 45. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. On the ground, it's Daniels. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback and they get him at the 46.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll try the run. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got his man on the right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Gators decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. To the ground with the bat. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Puts it out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's 4. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tiger. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got the tight end outside. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Gators are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pulls in the deep ball. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on 2nd down. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The give is to Williams. There he goes. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on first and second down, and then you have a breakdown on third. This defense has got to be better the next time they're faced in that situation.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Prescott. He's out past the 35. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 28. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Prescott. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this one is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision.
Turning it on! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. He's got his man. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Gashes the heart of the knee. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Short pass to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for a gap, it's Daniels. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Roberts. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Got a man, it's 4th. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown Gators! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route, who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Burrell. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on third down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they picked the right opportunity. They get the third down convert.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Give to the running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. At the 35, he's loose. All out of space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got it in the middle, it's 4. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Terry. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run.
Now, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the 1st down.
Right back to the well.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Extending the play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Got it behind the line. It's Prescott. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll try to slam it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the run on 1st and goal. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.